Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel and this is my first ever upload to YouTube. I can't believe I'm finally doing it, but the time just kind of came around and I was like, screw it, let's just put it up there and see what happens. Anyways, I just thought that now would be the most perfect time to upload, and I wanted to share with you my favorite everyday fall look, but also something that I think would be great to wear for a relaxed Thanksgiving dinner with your friends and your family. So sit down, grab a cup of tea or coffee, or in my case, sad old cup of water, and let's go ahead and dive right in. Alrighty, so like I said in the intro, and like you will have seen on the title of the video, today I'm gonna do my everyday fall inspired makeup, and I'm even thinking that this is what I'm gonna wear on Thanksgiving Day. My family lives down in Los Angeles and Brian's family is from Oakland, so I always do Thanksgiving with my immediate family and with Brian on Wednesday before. Brian is my husband. We just recently got married, so this will be our first Thanksgiving as a married couple, which is exciting. So we've done this for the past, I think, 7 years or so, 6 or 7 years, pretty much as long as we've been together. We've done Thanksgiving with my family on Wednesday down in Los Angeles, and then we drive up Thanksgiving morning to Oakland and have Thanksgiving dinner with his family. So lately, on an everyday basis, I haven't been into foundation. I just can't be bothered to do it, really. I love putting it on for nights out and things like that, but on a day-to-day basis, I skip the foundation and just go straight in with concealer. And for that, I am using the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in light neutral. It's really close to my skin tone. I use this all over as kind of a foundation, but not as much as foundation, but you'll see what I mean. So I go under my eyes. Oh shit, that's a lot. Just down like that. And then around my nose. And I get darkness all the way around my mouth, so I'm just gonna go a little bit here. And then on my chin. Oh, and then I forgot on down the bridge of my nose and also on my forehead a little bit. So this is actually kind of a lot. I don't usually go in with this much, but we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna see what happens. So I guess this being my first ever upload, y'all are gonna wanna know a little bit about me, huh? Well, I live in LA. And I think I said it in the intro, but just in case I'll say it again. My name is Rachel. I live in LA, born and raised here. And that actually looks really, really nice. Maybe need a little bit more, just like right here. Born and raised in LA. I did go away for college for my undergrad. I went to school in Baltimore. And then I came back here after I graduated. Well, actually not after I graduated, technically before. I came back here after my senior year because I was still 3 credits short of graduating. It's the most economical for me to move back home to LA with my family. I was 3 credits short, so I ended up doing, ultimately doing a, just a Shakespeare class at UCLA. Alright, so done with the concealer. Next is powder. And for that, going in with my favorite lately, it is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade number 1. It's pretty much translucent, but you can see how much I love this and how much I've used it up. I already have another backup in my stash that I'm gonna be digging into when this is done. Give it a little tap. Oh, and to apply, I'm using the Bobbi Brown sheer powder brush. This is nice to do makeup this way because it doesn't get as cakey, at least on me. Now I did use a little bit more than normal because I wanted a little bit more coverage, but we'll see how it goes, how it wears throughout the day. I think it'll be fine. Down my neck. Okay, powder is done. Next, go in with my eyeshadow primer. I'm going in with the NARS Smudgeproof eyeshadow base. I don't even know if that was the right way. Nope, there it is. NARS Smudgeproof eyeshadow base. Say that 5 times fast. I like to do this before my eyebrows because then it gets a chance to kind of set and settle in while I'm doing my brows. And then makeup applies better over it. This is my first ever upload. I have practiced a few times, but they've never felt good enough to upload. So hopefully this is the one, and if you're seeing it, then it was. It's just something I've wanted to do forever since I was in college, and I just never had the confidence for it. And even now I still kind of struggle with having that confidence to put myself out there. And I wanted to really kind of, I don't know, just try something scary for once. And I'm working part-time currently, so it kind of was like now or never, I guess. Well, not now or never, but it just felt like the right time for me. Let's see, I first started watching YouTube when I was a sophomore in college. That would have been 2006, 2007-ish. I moved out of the dorm that I was in with my roommate into another dorm, and I kind of didn't really have very many friends. I discovered Temptalia's website. Her name is Christine. She's an amazing blogger. And I started reading her blog, and then she even one day posted a video that I watched, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And so I clicked on the YouTube, you know, just on her webpage, there was on the blog page, there was like a little video embedded in there. And I clicked on it and was watching it on YouTube, and you know how they have those like recommendations along the side there? I clicked on another one, and then another one, and then another one, and I think that the first one besides Christine's that I watched was Lorraine Stanek from The Current Custom. Lorraine Stanek took me to Tiffany of Makeup by Tiffany D, and it just kind of grew from there. And always kind of had this thought in the back of my head that was like, ooh, I kind of want to do that, but I was like, no, because back then when I was in college, I hated being photographed. I had such low self-esteem. I just was, you know, I couldn't really even bear to look at myself in the mirror. Over time, obviously, I've gotten over it, and I'll do a lot more videos on that because I really want to focus on body positivity and building your self-esteem and being a plus size makeup and fashion and interiors blogger. I just really want to focus on those things because I love them, and I feel like I have so much more confidence now than I did back then. Anyway, the next thing I'm gonna do is brows, and I like to go in first with brow gel, and this is my go-to for a while for just everyday stuff. It's the Loreal Brow Stylist Plumper, and it is the shade medium to dark. I like to start by brushing up my brows with some gel. I've just found that this helps me get the best overall shape, and I'm just using a mirror down here because I have to do my brows up close. I can't do them from far away. I need to get a mirror right up in there, right up in my face. All right, so that is favorite brow product. For eyes, the first thing I'm going to go in with is a multi-use product, really, for me. It is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Now, I resisted buying this for the longest time, but I saw it at Marshall's over the weekend, and I was just inspired to buy it, which I've never been before. I think because it was half price, so I was like, you know what? This is the best find I've ever come across at a store like this, so I'm gonna take it. So the one that I'm gonna use is Sombre. It's just this one right here. I'm gonna use this as a crease color. A little bit of that. All right. Start on the outer V, on the outer edge, and then kind of bring it up into where I want my crease to be. And I do it this way because I have pretty hooded eyes. And so if I put it in my natural crease down here, I'm gonna blend it into there to make it more of a transition shade. But if I only put it in my natural crease, which is like right here, you can't see it with that big of a brush, my bad. This works. My natural crease is like right here, but when I have my eyes open, you can't see it. So I kind of cheat it up onto my brow bone slightly to make it look a little bit more, I guess, shapely. Is that the word I'm looking for? Okay. Again, just in the outer edge first, little circles, then up into where I want my crease to be. All right, so then I'm gonna use my favorite brush for applying shadow. It's very dirty. I know that I need to clean these puppies. An oldie but a goodie, and it's cult classic for a reason. The MAC 217. Everyone loves it. It's just fantastic. And the eyeshadow that I'm going to be going in with all over the lid is from my little MAC quad that I made. I have, let's see, yeah, I've got patina, brun, soft brown, and all the glitters. I'm going to use all the glitters all over the lid. Once again, I'm just using my mirror here to apply it. I really love this shade. It's just such a beautiful, slightly warm gold. Then I'm going to grab my Zoella 231 Luxe Petite crease brush. Again, I know it's crazy dirty. I apologize. It's not cute, but we'll clean these before Thanksgiving. Okay, so then into my bigger MAC quad, it's going to go in with Cranberry right here. I only break this out in the fall, sometimes the winter, mostly the fall. I just love it, and I always forget how beautiful it is and how great it goes with brown eyes. It's not like a crazy red. I mean, I have put it all over my eyes in the past, and even then it's not a red that's gonna make your eyes look red and tired, if that makes any sense. It's just pretty, just pretty. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for this. Okay. I like to go in really, really light with this because I don't want it to be too crazy and too heavy. See, it's just really pretty right there. And then I'm gonna bring it up into the crease that I created there for myself, but not quite as high as the transition. Just kind of right here. More of my natural crease, I guess. Maybe take it in a little bit more. Kind of just on the outer third of my eyelid. Yeah. Alright. Same with the other eye. Slightly the outer corner, small circles. Bring it in a little bit. And then go into the natural crease. I love this brush for this kind of work because because of my hooded eyes, it's hard to fit a regular blending brush in there. Like, for example, the Zoeva, I keep wanting to say Zoella, the Zoeva 227, it's really, really big, and so this is better for blending. Need a little more. Great. Here. It's fairly even. Excuse me. I think that's good. Then I'm dropping my brushes. I'll get it there. Then I like to go in again with a big fluffy brush. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush. This one, I call it my magic eraser because it kind of tones things down when I've gotten a little crazy. So just going in here, blending, blending, blending. You know what I'm going to go in to top this with? Talk about another oldie but goodie. I'm going to use Sin by Urban Decay. Trusty old Naked palette. This is just a little bit lighter than all the glitters. It'll kind of brighten this a little bit. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Use it to blend it together. Again, using the MAC 217. I just love these warmer eyeshadow looks like every other basic YouTuber. One last product to go in from yet another palette. My favorite brow highlight is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palette, and this is the Brighten shade. This is hands down the most fabulous brow highlighter I've ever used. It's so natural and just so beautiful. And it like blends everything together so perfectly. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at the difference between the two eyes. I just love it. I'm obsessed with it. I've been trying to find like a single eyeshadow somewhere that replicates this, but I just can't. I've tried, my closest match was MAC Yogurt. Just look at, the brows just look so, so beautiful. Okay, then taking my MAC 219, going in with again the Sombre shade in the Kat Von D. Just take my finger, blend it together. Alright, I'm going to keep you zoomed in because I'm going to go in and finish up my brows. I mentioned that I like to do the gel first. So then next comes the pencil Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. Take off both ends. And then here's the other key for me. I like to brush through it again with my MAC spoolie before I start adding the pencil. It just kind of gets the excess off. It makes my brows fluffy again. Then I go in with the pencil. Itchy, itchy. And I just like to kind of add a little bit more. And then I just kind of like to add a little bit more width on the top and then also extend it back. Extend it out on the ends there. I always start with my right eyebrow. I don't know why. And I always start with my right eye too, I guess. I guess it's just, I'm right-handed, so I guess that's why. But I like to start on the bottom. Kind of create an anchor for the shape. And then I just follow the line on the underside of my brow. I don't try to extend it down. I feel like that makes it look a little bit more heavy. But I do follow the natural line. That didn't work. I do follow the natural line of the tail of my brow because I like to extend it quite a bit because it ends pretty abruptly. There we go. And then onto the top. It's kind of a harsh line at first, but I blend it. I just like to get this shape down. And then just blend it a little bit. I'm gonna have to fix this bit. And then I like to go from the bottom of the brow and brush it up. And then just kind of soften the line. Didn't work out too well. I went a little too cray on the arch there. That's better. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. So anyway, follow the bottom, extend down. That's pretty good. And then get to the top. So I always start with my right eyebrow, but for some reason the left one is just easier for me. I guess you could say it's my favorite child. It's my favorite brow. Fire trucks. I live in the heart of Hollywood, you can't really help it. Anyway, let's finish these brows. All the time. I know it looks a little crazy, like my brows are really intense, and they are, but I do tone them down. That doesn't go in there. I do tone them down. Once again, trusty spoolie, go in and brush it through. Just make it a little less intense, and then if they're still really crazy, kind of like they are right now, I'll just go in with a clear brow gel, the Anastasia. And watch, it helps a lot. Yep, nice. Might have to go fix that one a little bit in the shapewear department. Let's get situated for the mascara. Once again, I have to bring a mirror like right up to my face to do this well. And I also will curl one eyelash. There we go, I'm starting on the right side again. Curl one eyelash, lift it up. It was so funny, on my wedding day, I did this. I curled my lashes myself, and I did that thing where I lifted it up. And the photographer was taking pictures. He was so funny. The look on his face was like, okay. Like, it's so funny to watch men, watch the reaction of the men in your life when you're curling your eyelashes. I don't think I said that's the MAC eyelash curler, which never gets talked about, but I really love it. Oh, and then this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara in waterproof. I have to use waterproof because my eyelashes, like Anna Newton from the Anna Edit says, she has elephant eyelashes where mine just kind of point down. So I always curl my lashes and then apply mascara on one eye before I move on to the next one. So I curled, applying mascara. I don't want to do too much today. Yeah, that's nice. And then stick it back in the tube, move on to the next one. Once again, pump it a few times and then lift. This freaks people out, but so if it freaks you out, I'm sorry. Don't do it if you're afraid of like eyes. I have a few friends who don't like things in movies that have to do with eyes. Oh, the light is changing a little bit. Fancy. So yeah, I don't really have a method for putting on mascara. I just kind of whack it on. But I try to keep it as fluffy and fluttery as possible. I hate spidery lashes. It's my biggest pet peeve on myself. I hate it when I get clumpy, spidery eyelashes. Oh. Some hair down there. Alright. Lower lash is done. I'm going to zoom you out. And now I can show you the gorgeous Did I just put my mascara? Good. The gorgeous makeup pouch that I got at Marshall's over the weekend. So pretty. I think it's so pretty. It's this like really beautiful, oh, it's looking really gorgeous on camera. Look at that. It's a quilted velvet makeup case and it's this really beautiful dark burgundy color. I'm obsessed with it. So in love with it. It's a little bit big, but I do have a very large purse, so it fits. All right, now moving on to, before I go with blush, I'm just gonna do some contour. I'm gonna mix these two shades here. Again, it is Sombre and Shadowplay. A little more Shadowplay than Sombre, but just go along the top part of the underside of my cheekbones and then bring it up to my temples. And then lastly, I kind of wiggle it in my ear area and then I bring it down. Because I do not have a defined jaw at all. It gets lost in my double chin. So I like to do this a little bit. Go a little more with Sombre. Just make it a little more chiseled under there. All right. Same with the other side. Oh, I like to keep it pretty high up on my cheekbone, so it's just right, you know, the hollow of my cheek is kind of down here. But I like to put it up higher because I feel like it lifts my face a lot more. I like to do it right here. Alright, there's a little bit on the front of my nose. Cool. That is contouring done. My memory card got full, so I had to go switch it out. If things are slightly different, that's why. Go back in with the Sombre shade and just go a little darker. And a little bit lower. And the same over here. I like that. That's pretty. I am going to do a little bit of a highlight, and I want a very neutral highlighter. I don't want anything too crazy. So again, I'm going to go back with the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette and just grab a little bit of the highlighter here on each cheekbone. Same brush as the contour. Just like that. I like to concentrate it here and then on that little C shape here, or that little angle, I guess. I'll just do a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose. And that's it. I'm going to do a little inspection on everything and see if there's anything that I want to change, because who really gets it 100% right the first time around? This is real life, y'all. I think I toned down the red a little bit too much on my eyes, so I'm going to go back in with some more Cranberry. Again, just on the outer third and up into the natural crease. I'll go over it with the blending brush too. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. Love Cranberry. I think that's looking good. And I'm gonna go back though. Again, some more all the glitters, because I want it to be a little bit more warm. The sin was pretty, but I think it brightened it too much. Just gonna blend it a bit more with all the glitters. And then last but not least, I'm going to take this tiny Chanel brush. It is the number 4 focus camera. So you do the whole, there we go. Chanel number 4. It's an old one. Again, no, don't focus on my rings. Sorry. A little bit of Cranberry on my lower lashes, just in the outer corner a little bit. I love this little brush for precision stuff. And once again, gonna blend it a little bit. This is an Essence of Beauty crease brush to kind of blend that a little bit. I need to touch up my brows a little bit because I noticed when I was going in with the eyeshadow there needs some help. Back in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Okay. I think we're good. I have a few different options. Once again, from my Beauteous Precious makeup bag here. I'm keeping my favorite fall lip colors. They are, I guess, in order from lightest, not lightest to dark, but in order from least plummy to most plummy. It's my favorite shade to go for. Just kissing off the extra lip balm. The first one that I love is by Laura Mercier. It is one of her cream smooth lip colors in Spice Rose. This is what I wore last year. No liner, just keeping it simple because we're eating. Remember, this is for Thanksgiving. We're eating, so you know, it's gonna come off. You're gonna have to reapply it. Put that one on first because it doesn't really have any plummy undertones. It's just brownish rose. Then the next one that I have been loving for a while is by Bobbi Brown. Such beautiful packaging, very classic. It is her just lip color in number 22, Sandwash Pink. For those of you who love British royals as much as I do, this is the lipstick Kate Middleton wore on her wedding day. And I have just been absolutely loving it. It's just a really beautiful, slightly plummy pink with a little bit of brown in it. It's really, really beautiful. And it stays on like crazy. This is one where I can wear it and it actually doesn't like come off when I eat. This is Sandwash Pink. It just has a very, 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 very slight plummy undertone to it. It might even be the number 1 contender at this point just because it does stay on so well. It's really beautiful. It's really comfortable to wear. It does have kind of that classic like lipstick smell, but it goes away. All right, and now the last option is probably the most reached for one for me recently, and it is by MAC. Y'all know the packaging, what it looks like. I won't spend a lot of time on it. But it is MAC Plumful. It's definitely the most plummy, as the name will give away, out of all 3. This one's also really comfortable to wear. This is probably the most bold one that I will go for. I just love it. I think that it's such a beautiful color, and it wears off nicely. It wears off very evenly, so it's not like it leaves you with that ring around the outside of your, it's not like it leaves you with that ring on the outside of your lips. Just wipe off the swatches because I will get those all over my damn self. I do want some blush. Let me go in with a perennial favorite of pretty much every YouTuber on the planet, beauty YouTuber on the planet, NARS Thin. Everyone loves it. For good reason. I love it. It's just so gorgeous. If I go too heavy with it, it can get kind of muddy. And when I apply blush, I again like to keep it kind of on the higher points of my cheek. Up here. Alright. Then, to finish it off, take a big old fluffy brush. This is the Chanel number 6. Again, it's discontinued. I apologize, but just give it a good little blend. Alright, so that is the finished look. It is my everyday fall / relaxed Thanksgiving look that I'm probably going to go for on either my family's Thanksgiving or Brian's family's Thanksgiving. We'll have to see what I feel like on the day of, but I'm pretty sure this is what I'm going to do. I want to know what your guys' Thanksgiving looks are, so definitely leave those in the comments. I want to see pictures. I want to hear all about it, what your favorite products are for fall, what your favorite colors are, and all that. I have a feeling it's going to be lots of plums, lots of berries, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and taking a look at my channel and watching this video. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Show me some love, welcome me to the community. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you guys back here real soon. Bye.